right, welcome back to Geekset Rewind Brotherhood.
Somebody go see that like these niggas corny.
Hey, that is gonna be a gift or something, bro.
Hey. Oh man, but hey, if you've been following us, man, this is our rewatch recap show that we are doing exclusively on Sway's Universe, and we are finally here. We at the season finale. Season 1 of The Last of Us, Naughty Dog's game turned into a series by HBO Max, and man, what a ride that we went on.
I'm sad it's over, man.
Yeah. I'm actually sad it's over. I really
got some.
We're gonna get into it. Let's go through the recap first.
Let's do the synopsis first. Let's go to the synopsis first. All right. In Flashback, Ellie's mother Anna is bitten by an infected as she gives birth to Ellie. She is found by Marlene, who hesitantly takes Ellie and kills Anna at the latter's request. In the present, Firefly soldiers capture Ellie and knock Joel unconscious. After Joel awakens in the hospital, Marlene explains doctors are prepping Ellie for surgery to produce a cure, but the procedure will kill her. Marlene orders Joel to be taken away. However, he fights back and kills most of the soldiers and the lead surgeon. Joel finds Ellie and leaves the hospital. Marlene intercepts them, stating that there's still time to find a cure, but Joel shoots and kills her. When Ellie wakes up, Joel lies and tells her the Fireflies have found other immune people and were unable to create a cure. As they hike to Jackson, Ellie expressed survivor's guilt. She insists Joe swear his story about the Fireflies is true. She verbally accepts his words. So, first reaction to it, man.
To what? What you want?
All right, so
to the episode.
Let's to the episode. Let's layer it.
First off, Fam is still, and from the beginning we was talking about Fam is bogus for not covering her ears. When Marlene specifically asked Fam, like, hey, cover her ears. Cover her ears.
He did not. He just
all right, I will.
Right.
Just held it.
That's what she her being here, violence is out the womb, man. Like,
so being that this is the season finale, let's do it this way. All right, first let's layer it. Overall, how did you like the episode?
I enjoyed the episode.
The episode was phenomenal.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a great.
Yeah,
it's a great episode.
It was definitely a great episode. And you know, for me, I'm always looking at the game, you know, comparison, and it was a lot of stuff in this episode that was taken straight from the game. The part with the giraffes, straight from the game.
So that was a moment.
Yep.
I had to argue him down.
Yeah, I was mad about that.
He didn't like the giraffes.
Don't do it. I didn't. It wasn't that I didn't like the giraffes. I didn't understand why it was just giraffes.
You didn't like it being giraffes, I should say.
Yeah. I don't understand why it was just giraffes.
Well, because you got to think. So in this moment, in this world, animals are packed together now at this point, right?
That's what I told him. I said, think
yeah. So when you saw the monkeys, when you saw the monkeys, you saw them. It was all monkeys together. Obviously, there was certain monkeys that were being experimented on.
I forgot they did see monkeys.
So it's like this was. So this is the giraffes. Obviously, I mean, there's more animals out there, but at this moment, you got to see a pack of giraffes.
Right, but that's what it was.
His statement was, what about the carnivores? Now, I was telling you got to figure, these came from the zoo.
Yeah.
And the carnivores are locked up at the zoo. Unfortunately, a lot of them may not have survived.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of them.
I mean, they're probably still out in the world, but you got to think.
They probably are still out in the world.
They probably went somewhere else. Like, you know, saying them giraffes probably was like, all right, we got to go.
It really because I forgot about the monkeys. And I was really like, I was like, bro, you going to blow the CGI budget on just some giraffes?
I definitely forgot to use the monkeys as a rebuttal.
So in this, the difference in the game, I think the only reason why it probably maybe seems so jarring is in the game before you get to the giraffe. So while they get through there and they're going through like that area, when you're Joel and Ellie, you deal with a lot more infected, right? So you go through this chaos moment, and then it's like, oh shit, finally a break, and it's like, oh, it's a beautiful scene.
Even how
it's
she
like,
was.
So I mean, they didn't show the violence; they just kind of showed.
They just showed like that she was going through it, and it was there's still some beauty in this world.
Yeah, there's still some beauty in this world. So it's like,
cut out Charlie's. They ain't paying us.
We ain't worried about that, bro.
Boxed up anyway.
But yeah, so it is that. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So that moment seems a little bit more impactful because you're like, yo, I've been going through so much. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I
guess I'm watching
like wonder.
I guess I'm watching an episode you don't because they don't see, you know. But I mean, and that's because they were trying to give me. Cause I was already like, why she got such a fucking attitude? He was like, man, they just went through all. I'm like, bro, that was a while. There ain't no snow on the ground. That was a while ago.
Bacardi, you act like it couldn't snow and then melt in 2 days.
Well, but also too, you got to think.
It was dry outside.
You know what I'm saying? You think
you live in Wisconsin.
you think of what Joe also even told her, and like you got to think, Ellie at this point, like the only person that she truly trusts, you know, is Joe, right? But it's like you have these moments where you see other people, and you're like, you still have a hope that these people are good,
right?
And everybody has been bad. That's why Joe was like, "It's them. It's just
everybody."
I mean, for the most part,
yeah, you're right.
Bill and Frank was good.
She didn't meet them.
Yeah,
she didn't get to meet them.
I know. Yeah, she didn't get to meet them.
Right.
Yeah, for the most part, everybody's bad.
Told you, go back to my synopsis all season. Nobody is good 20 years into an apocalypse.
Bill and Frank was good.
And guess you know what happened to them? They died.
That's what I'm saying. Being
so,
good, get you killed.
Yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody good.
So, and then like I said, you saw Joe was pulling straws trying to get her.
Yeah.
He was about to play boggle with her.
Yeah, she was fed up with him, fam. She was fed up. And that's what I was like.
I don't think at that moment she wasn't fed up with him. I think at that moment she was just more like, what
we
the
just
fuck?
Gotta get this done.
Yeah,
because that's her whole purpose right now. The whole thing that she committed to, and it's one of those things when you think about kids, like even like this new generation. Not to get like too deep, but like younger generation feels and believes, as they should, that they can change the world, right? So you have Ellie, who knows that she is immune and that something has to happen with her blood.
And that could change
the world. That's her purpose, is I gotta change the world. And that, but she's like, yo, this motherfucking journey is hard. Like everybody's trying to kill me, and I just want to do something good and save this world. So when she has that moment of, wait a minute, like, because you got to remember, she's still discovering things. She didn't see giraffes before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in this world,
I'd have had the same reaction. I ain't seen a giraffe.
I haven't seen a giraffe, but I would have
giraffe. And fat and shit too. Like, you bold.
I was right along beside her. Damn, this is wild, ain't it?
I mean, it makes you, because I mean, you would, because I mean, even for her to be in her side, know that she was like going to the, like getting closer to the end of her road. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Not knowing really what it was going to be, but just like, you would think that even when Joe offered her, like, we don't got to go yet. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, nah, we need to finish this.
Because that's, if they would have stopped right there,
she probably would have felt like it was unfulfilled.
My prophecy, with everything that I was about, because like I said, if you look at it, since birth, people been dying for Ellie.
Well, I mean,
her mom died, but you know she equates Tess dying for her. She tried to save Sam brother.
Right.
I mean, her best friend.
Sam. She tried to save
Riley.
Sam. Yeah, her best friend Riley. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then even seeing Joel almost dying for her, like she's just like, yo, I got to complete this, otherwise this whole thing was for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that.
But let's go back real quick, because I do want to talk about that opening scene, because, you know, shout out what they've been doing, HBO Max, giving the voice actors roles and significant roles.
Yeah, making sure that, you know, yes, you had a place in this world from the video game aspect, but I want you to have a place in this world overall is great.
And to give the voice actress of Ellie to be the mother of Ellie, which she looks just like Bella.
That's what I said. Like, I was like, everybody be like,
even in the when they were showing you know how they do like the talking to the actors afterwards, I was like, bro, she really looked like Bella.
Yeah, I was like, for everybody to get all mad about her looking like not looking like the game. I'm like, she didn't need to look like the game. Like, she looked like her mom.
Well, she looked like the voice actor, because what Didge told me, I forgot, like the model, the face model of the game isn't her. Right. She's just the voice of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the original,
I forgot who the original one was.
But then that's even crazy that the voice actor looks like the model.
But I mean that was super dope, and she like said she killed that role, because we saw some foresight in it already with her cussing to Ellie immediately.
Right. Yeah.
We were like, oh, okay, this.
That's where Ellie to get it from.
Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Because you definitely think that's fucking right, Ellie.
You didn't have to say that to her.
But like, you know,
she needed her to
and I think she even said, she's like, I don't know, it's kind of poetic that, you know, me being the voice of Ellie giving birth to.
That's what I said. I said, is that like some kind of fucking Inception or something?
I don't know what it is.
I wouldn't know if that's Inception.
Yeah, I would think it was Inception, but I don't know what it's called.
But I don't know what you call it. It's some weird shit.
Yes.
But I think some poetic shit, like she said.
It is poetic.
To you ushered her into this role.
Yeah.
And you gave birth to the role.
And you look like her though.
She looks like her. Yeah.
Like you look like. That's what I think. That's why they really grabbed her. It's like, bro, like they pretty much hit all wins in this series. Like they literally found, to be like, dog, the y'all voice actor looks just like the fucking actor.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's also like, I think it also it brings the whole IP together, because you know, you often have that where people of the game don't fuck with the movie people or the show people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they like, I want to do it and everything.
They don't necessarily come out explicitly and say it, but it almost feels like it's like two separate worlds where it's like, this one's what you're saying. This feels like, okay, this is just an expansion of the game.
Right, I see what you said,
Because, you know, obviously the voice actors was adult. Well, of course she's not going to play a little kid in here. So you got the next thing. Like,
and then like the fact that story was nothing that was played out in the game. So that kind of, again, this show's been doing really great a job at saying, like, let's flesh out certain things where it won't take away from the show. It just, all it does is add. Because we never really got why Ellie's immune or her origins like that in the game. So being able to see this and be like, yo, that's pretty dope, you know?
Which, honestly, smart way to say why she immune.
I mean,
very smart way to say.
I mean, that was definitely.
You got your mom got bit while she was giving birth to you.
But wasn't that the Blade story too, though? Isn't that the reason why he's a daywalker? Is because
is it?
He was. I think so. I do believe so.
He was giving birth.
I do believe the reason why he's a daywalker is he was being born while his mom was giving birth while she was getting bit by a vampire.
That's some freaky shit.
And
while she was pregnant, so it wasn't necessarily while he was being born.
But while he was pregnant.
I mean, I can get that.
So it's kind of
that one I can get.
No, but I mean, either way it goes. I didn't take that as like, oh, they stole from me. I was like,
I know.
I like that idea.
I just thought it was in. I thought it was in
original.
I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, I mean, because like I said, when I was watching it, I'm like, when I went and saw the bite in the leg, I'm like. I immediately was like, is that what shit? Like, really? Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, until you saw it, like I said, obviously I didn't know, I didn't remember the Blade or know that. So it was just like, yo, that's ingenious.
And it really was, because you really wouldn't. Because I mean, I would assume, even in the sense like with Blade, like if she was probably pregnant, no, because you would die. So it's like, if you really got to, in this world, it really has to be that instantaneous. Yeah. So you wouldn't even know. Yeah. Like you would never experience. That's why you down there once in a lifetime.
Even her explanation of it is, yes, because it, I guess your host, even though it's your pregnant mother, was infected with it, it just tricks the cordyceps like, oh no, this person infected already. Right. I don't gotta do nothing to it.
Yeah. Right. Like it's
that's ingenious.
Yeah. That's
because that's, you know.
Dumbass mushrooms.
Well, the mushrooms, they're dumb, but they're smart.
They are. Right.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that you can identify it, because, you know, other viruses just like anywhere. I don't give a fuck. You out there, right?
Well, because I just picture cells at work now. Like, she gets bit in the cell now. Oh, shit. They come in on
Hey, cells at work definitely.
You here already?
Hey, cells at work do ruin a lot of stuff, because you look at it from that, like, what's the internal conversation happening in there?
Right, it always be the cells connected. Oh, cells in the back, like, I know you fucking lying.
Because I know that ain't who I think it is.
Right.
You fucking lying, dog.
Pop right in that bitch, fell. Like, no, go back out. Like, Bryce already thinking of it out already.
We good.
Like, we already got that.
But just as Joe cranked through to Ellie, them niggas get attacked ASAP.
Bro, did you watch it? Because we had to rewind it, because I didn't catch it until the second time I watched it. When they walking and talking, did you see them sneak up in between them?
No.
You gotta watch
it either?
No.
I had to rewatch the show.
I noticed it the second time. I'm like, you gotta see this. When they talking, you just see the dude, and I promise you, and I gotta watch it a fourth time. I swear, before he throw the flashback, he go, and just
like roll it. And like roll it out. Well, I was like, cause that's really, I was immediately, cause I was looking down something, so it was like, when I saw it hit their feet, I'm like, bro, when did this happen? They were just walking. Like, who the fuck is there?
But
like,
again, another moment, like I said, one like straight out the game. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get attacked. And even with him waking up and that conversation with him and Marlene, straight out the game. So
that in the game, I'm assuming that's where everybody realized the plot twist.
Well, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you realize that, like, wait a minute. I thought we was like, because again, it's our naive thinking, right? Just think about it.
We should have known.
You should have known, right? But it's like sex, but we knew, we assumed that, okay, it's in her blood. Even her. Remember the way they set it up? She tried to put her blood on it. It's like, no, it's not what's in your blood, it's what's in your brain. But we naively believed it like, oh yeah, it's your blood.
They told us cordyceps attacks the brain.
Yeah, they told us.
They whispered to tell everybody.
They put it right here. No one paid attention. They put that right.
So we assume like, okay, we're going to get her to the hospital. They're going to synthesize her blood or something and do transfusion.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, so we all, you have that moment.
You know what? That's probably why he went blank face, because he probably fucking realized it. Like, I didn't really drug her to her death. Like, I should have known that.
We was watching it to also see when did his face go blank, and it's definitely when he get hit with the butt of the gun. Like when he dropped.
I still feel like it's when he said I do. When she was like, there's no other choice. It's like, I got a choice.
Oh yeah, at that point,
because he stopped talking at that. That was the last. And it was like,
at that point, he knew I'm fucking everything up.
That I do, man. Oh, y'all gotta die.
Yeah. Because she was like walking outside. I'm like, oh, this is bad.
I like how poetic they did it, because even that whole part, like literally up until he starts shooting, is the only where it kind of changes a little bit, because you have that moment where he's like, they walk, he's like, which way and everything like that.
Oh, okay.
But like, of course, the game, they cinematized it where they took out the sound and they made it.
Here, because it was
no, in the movie, in the show. I mean, in the game, you play that. In the game, you are running to the hospital.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You talking about killing all the Fireflies?
I
figured out the ball. Yeah,
and you go crazy. But like I said,
you don't do it as precision as he did it in here.
Yeah, I mean, you can, depending on how good you are with your weapons.
You don't do it. I don't know. Video game versus was as he was precise.
And again, I love how they do video game logic, because we saw him picking up other guns and ammo. I said, I love that.
Well, he didn't really pick up no ammo. He was really just picking up guns.
Bacardi was getting more and more disgusted.
So why he didn't like that part? Why he didn't like that part,
bro?
He was getting more and more.
So I want to know.
What's crazy is when I play the game and I get to that part, I'm gonna be so wilded by it.
But you gonna love it.
Because it's a betrayal, man.
But you gonna
love it. Betrayal. It's not betrayal, because I get it. Like,
for video game to watch, it was just like,
but I don't get why you mad at Joe for this.
No, because Joe, like, I'm not mad at Joe. I really wasn't mad. Well, I was mad at Joe because it's like, bro, you really finna kill all these people.
What was you supposed to do?
Let them have her. But I also get it. That's why I said I get to my point. Like, you can't give a thug ass nigga a heart, nigga. You cannot give a thug ass nigga.
Mo was watching it too. He texted me like, first he was like, hey, last episode, geek. And then like 30 minutes later, he was like, bro. Then it was like 5 minutes later, bro, Joe's a psychopath. Fuck dude.
But we said that early on.
Yeah.
We said that 3 episodes ago.
And that's what I was saying. Like, if you watch the episode, I'm like, the look on this nigga face, like the happiness when you talk about like he got a little boss, still like, no, this nigga's going crazy. Yeah? like that nigga, that smile on his face was not healthy, nigga. Like that was like,
I got a daughter.
Yeah, that was like he was in that moment now of like.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Up until once he called her baby girl,
that was it.
Yeah, that was it. That was the trigger.
Because now this is my daughter, and you got to go back to that speech that he gave to Tommy. He said, all I do is fail. I fail in my dreams, and I feel I'm going to fail again. So
he was probably faced with
at this point, he said, no, nigga, I'm not about to fail again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because that's why I really, but I mean, that's pretty much why I was mad at Joe, because it's like, it made me realize like this nigga was going crazy since the beginning of the episode. Like he was going crazy. Bro, and then when they take her, he like, y'all really don't want to do this.
See, so you know what I'm saying? That's not where he snapped. He snapped last episode when he woke up and was like, oh, she was right. Niggas is coming to kill us.
Hey, he did snap because,
that's when he
like
snapped.
I said, because remember, we even had the moment like, nigga, you about to pop the kneecap? And you know what? Hey, just how social media be listening. I literally saw a UFC clip where somebody kicked somebody's kneecap and their kneecap exploded, and you saw it.
I don't want to see that.
It's gross.
It's gross. And I said, that's what Joe was gonna do.
I didn't even put the clip in on the video. I said, this is gross. But like I said,
That's when he snapped.
That is because when he woke up, he was like, "Oh, they took her and they were going to kill me. I have to do whatever to get her back." That's what you should have known. Like,
I can say he snapped.
He stab killed right off the gate. Right out the gate, matter of fact, what if that was the only person, he would have fucked up because you're like, damn, I stab killed the nigga. I don't even know where to find her at.
Right.
He didn't know how many people was coming.
How many?
But he just knew like I gotta kill. He stabbed. Choke stab.
He choke stab. Came out, got himself tucked into that little shadow.
Right.
Came right out of his ass like.
That's really where he snapped.
Yeah, he snapped there. He snapped there. Because he snapped the moment he opened his. Yeah, like
because you know what?
The moment he said, oh.
The moment he opened his eyes, you know what he said? I gotta go get baby girl.
Right.
Baby girl. He probably woke up van baby girl and said, baby girl. Heard that nigga say, oh shit, that nigga got baby girl.
Why did Joe turn to an old black nigga?
Baby girl. But he definitely snapped there because that's when and that's really what. But I still, like I said, I feel like there's still some time that passed. I get it. You don't get over shit. Whatever.
Also in the game, you spend all this time being Joel and Ellie. So at this moment, when the reveal happens, you like, hey, fuck these Fireflies. I'm killing them all.
I told you.
But I think that's what makes me more mad about it because it is that like how we was talking about like even in Joe's sense is like where we gonna be doing this, like what we gonna be doing with her. And that's what I'm saying, like it didn't click on you.
I think it really doesn't click on anybody until.
Well, also the creators, this is what the creators did super dope of the game in general, and why this show evokes so much emotion from it, right? Yeah, because even in game 2, and it's not going to spoil it, but it leads you. When you have this moment, like when you got to kill the soldiers, you have to because. You have to. You got to go save Ellie, right? So in your mind, if you are morally fighting against it, no matter what, you have to do this. And that's what the creator said. He said, I wanted to create a game where, you're going to do some video game stuff, but I want you to look at it from a different perspective.
I had no more.
I know, I didn't either. But the reason why I got the conversation, it is that because there's people who's like, no, I don't want to kill these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you have to if you want to complete the game. There's no bailing out. There's no alternate way.
I mean, but that's why I said, like, for me, playing the game, I know I'm be shooting niggas like, Joe, you wild boy. You a wild boy. Like I am me, but I'm not gonna die.
From your case, because you watched it first, and now you gotta relive it for the game. Whereas from me, from playing the game, I was in there like,
I didn't second guess it at all. I didn't have a moment.
Watching it, I was like, hey, this is a little much.
However, so Joe's going through it, and then he gets to it. Now, this part is the part that really caused the controversy. That unarmed doctor that you had. He
was not unarmed.
He had a scalpel.
He had a scalpel.
But we rewind that back.
But you want to know what's so fucked up about the game? When it happens, that doctor's standing there. You legit can stand there. You can stand there for as long as you keep the game on, because it will not move forward until you shoot this doctor in the head. So that's
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's
the part.
You hit that trigger quick, nigga.
Yeah.
In the game, you saw that nigga grab it. What you gotta do?
So because I remember when I got there, I was like, well, let me see if there's any other way where I don't gotta kill this doctor. Because I'm like,
you just standing there, or you can still walk around or whatever.
Yeah, they're there. Everybody hands up and everything like that, and it doesn't move forward until you kill the doctor. So like a lot of people, that was one of the big things. It was like, yo, this is unnecessary and everything like that.
I shot immediately.
And so then it's like, if I gotta do this to save the world, then just leave Ellie. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. You can't. Like, you literally have to kill the doctor to get to the.
Because you really think you saving the But that's what makes it funny though. That's what makes the game cold. Because you think that the end goal is to save the world. But it's not.
It's not. No, but the way he killed him in here, that's why we had to rewind it. Because Rose like, you're not. What I forgot what he said.
You not taking her out of here alive. Grab that little motherfucker.
He didn't even look at me.
That nigga said, boy, go.
Get him out of here.
Like, they like laid it up. Like, how, boy, go.
It was a nurse like in the way back we was laughing at. Because it's like, the two nurses was right by her. Then it's like one deep in the shadows.
So this is not a big spoiler because we know that Abby's coming.
Right.
But
I don't know who Abby.
The buff chick.
Oh, okay.
So that other nurse was the actual the
was
person.
supposed to be Abby?
That was her in the game.
Oh, one of the nurses in there. I mean, you really couldn't tell who nobody was.
But I'm saying that was dope. Like
that's dope.
Because I don't think they casted who's going to be Abby in season 2.
I don't think so either. But, I think that's probably why she was so much more in the shadow.
Yeah.
Because obviously, it made it funny for the TV. Yeah. But also, that's how you do it if you know you ain't cast yet. I'm assuming season 2 probably not coming to 2025.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean
yeah. So, but I
mean, which make I see what you're saying because in the game isn't in the game is that one of them?
You don't know it in the first game.
No. So in the game, so the nurse is not that the nurse is not Abby.
Okay.
But I'm saying the actress who played the nurse in the show.
Oh, so you just saying that they probably didn't want to show her because they might end up using her.
Yeah, but that's dope that you bring in somebody from the game.
Oh, that's
too.
That's
because I mean, obviously that nurse. I mean, that actress, she'll be a little bit too older to play because I think Abby's like 17 or something like that.
It's a dope thing to show people.
Yeah, so it's still dope to keep them in there and everything like that.
Say you want to have her for another role because she's going to be
because she can still be somebody else.
You might want to have her for a more pronounced role.
But then, like I said, what people continue to get mad with because they're like, that's not the last killing. So now you have that moment when you walk in again. All this is still matching the game. Joe going to the elevator, matching the game. When he comes down, Marlene's there, matching the game. And then again, you can't move forward until you kill Marlene.
Nah,
is the gun under the pajama under the hospital gown too?
Yeah, well, because you were holding her. Yep. So you gotta.
Now the second shot was the shot that I can understand. It was just like, yo, this because at that point I did think this was a little much.
But Joe, was he not wrong?
He said you gonna come find.
Was she not?
You don't think she was gonna bleed out from that first shot?
No,
nobody there. The first time she had somebody with her.
Joe shoots the kid. He assumed that she was dead already.
And if Joe survived the shit, he gonna definitely think that she gonna survive that shit too.
Yeah.
But again, both of those times, like when she got shot in the first episode,
right?
When Joe got shot, both of those times, or Joe got stabbed rather, both of those times, taking those gut wounds where they were potentially going to bleed out, they had somebody with them. This man killed the entire hospital.
I don't think he killed everybody.
He left 3 nurses.
Somebody would have
she come downstairs, nigga. They gotta get out of here. He ain't in the hospital no more.
They not going the route they knew he went.
They don't know where he went. They been in the operating room still.
They know where the cars are. They know where the cars are. They like, the cars is there. We not going there.
They still in pediatrics. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that was the other thing. We was laughing at the fact that they still had surgery in pediatrics.
Like, bro, you could use any room.
Hey, I had that thought too. I said, what if they wasn't there? Like, what if they did it on the first floor?
What if they're in the ER?
Yeah. Like that's what made me kind of mad. I was like, y'all irritate, bro. Like they following the rules.
And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, 1v1. Like, you say Joe in that conversation in the car, him telling Ellie.
Yeah, that's really when it dawned on me that he was a piece of shit. It didn't dawn on me.
Did you want him to tell her the truth?
Yes, because she saved your life, bro.
But she's already. Feels like everybody portrays her. Like, wow, he didn't want to add more stress to that.
But he did betray her because he just lied to her.
I mean, he did, but not the portrayal that everybody else has done to her.
You got to think then because she knew Marlene knew her mom.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's really the bad thing because I feel like if he didn't have to kill Marlene, he probably would have told her what happened.
I think so.
Yeah, because she asked about it.
Yeah, because it was really Marlene. It was really because you wake up in the backseat of a truck and Joe with you.
Well, she already.
And last person you saw was Marlene and them. It's like, bro, what the fuck happened?
And she already putting the piece together because he was like, yeah, we got to get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? First
he said it was Raiders.
No, before that, he said they found other people they killed, so like they couldn't find the cure. And she said, she said, wait, where are my clothes at? Because if we went out there peacefully, then I would have my clothes. And he's like, no, some Raiders.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why.
And like you can see the self-doubt, and this foreshadows. Like I said, it's not going to spoil too much, but like, you know, their relationship do get right.
No, I told him specifically. This ending, I told him already that this ending specifically starts the next season.
I mean, and that makes sense though, because I mean that's why I said like it would make sense that you're gonna start the next season with them having a rocky relationship.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? Because like she believes him face value, but she don't believe him.
That's why I was telling him
they're gonna go through those woes of I'm not gonna tell you I don't believe you, but you know that I know that I don't believe. Like we know this, but we haven't vocally said.
But that's why I told him. I was like, it was so smart because obviously you have your end of the game stuff. Yeah. But I was like, for the TV show, it was so smart to end specifically. On that. Yeah. Because it's like knowing what comes next, and like I said, obviously telling you how it leads right into that. That's the perfect way to show it because it's like this is the last thing we've heard from you. Yep. And then you come back to how the next game starts. It's like, well, what happened? And that's how you tell a great story with it.
Yeah, because it is a bit of a time jump, which I wonder how they're going to do because the creator did say we are not recasting Bella unless she says she doesn't want to.
So I heard some of the ways that she also made herself look younger. She used chest bindings.
Oh, okay.
So she's probably just not going to do that because she's already 19.
I know that, yeah.
And so obviously we saw Game of Thrones. She was younger.
I wonder if they're gonna give her like try to
probably
like her
give her
hair
some
color,
more makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
But like I'm assuming the fact that she said she used chest bindings, they're figuring
the hell is chest binding?
You wrap your chest down.
Oh, you so just okay, yeah.
So obviously
I didn't know that's a weird name for it, chest binding.
I mean, you're binding your chest.
That's what it said in the article. So I just went off that.
Well then that's dope because I'm like, dang, that was the one thing I said when it ended. The first immediate thing I said, damn it. I'm like, because like that last episode solidified Bella, like made me a fan of her as an actress, and I said, damn, I don't want to see her leave this series now.
So, right. I don't know if she did it for any other reason. Yeah. I'm assuming that's why.
So
they didn't even say why in the article, like if that was specifically the reason why she did it. But knowing that they're going to keep her, it makes sense. Well, let's make you look younger, obviously with makeup, whatever. Yeah. Doing that, and now it's like, all right, just be your fucking actual self.
I mean, because you got to think to make. I mean, she's already small anyway, so you put some decently oversized clothes on her. Like you said, do the chest binding, you can definitely still look like a kid.
Yeah. So, what's your question, man?
Well, I told Bacardi, actually, the question I do want us to literally pick the game that we're going to do, that we think should be next.
Oh,
like I want us to discuss like around it, and I'm giving us a genre.
Okay.
I want it to be, because this one was dystopian. I want it to be just regular action game, like no Resident Evil, no Uncharted, nothing around those lines. I'm talking, not even like a Gears of War type of action game.
You know what?
No dystopian, I guess I should say.
Dystopian, then I think that, and I think we're possibly about to be getting it, but I would love to see Vice City.
I mean, we know we about to get that.
We don't know. He still hasn't said what he's doing.
Yeah, they did.
All he did was put out the what's the name.
I looked it up after you said it.
He didn't.
It wasn't like an official announcement.
He just put it out and said, I do more than BMF and Power or something like that. But he didn't say what it was or anything like that. But like, I don't hope they don't take. I hope they take what, like I said, what Vice City gave us, and like I said, kind of do like HBO. You know what I'm saying? Bring back some of the voice actors, give them roles in it, but like tell this story. You know what I'm saying? As it is. I mean, it's already kind of like a Tony Montana spinoff a little bit, but like you can tell that Vice City story in such a dope way with all those characters, the band and everything.
Vice City.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, because I wouldn't mind the last one, either San Andreas or.
Well, that's why I said funny you were gonna say Vice City, because the reason why I said I didn't want it to be dystopian, because I was gonna say San Andreas.
Yeah, like San Andreas or even the last one with CJ and you know what I'm
with Franklin.
With Franklin and everybody. Yeah,
5 would actually be fire, but so I want them to build up to it. That's why I'm.
You want it to be like a. Well, you can't start with Vice City. Then
you can.
You can start with 3.
Well, 3 he didn't talk. He was a voiceless.
I thought Liberty.
3 didn't talk.
I thought 3 was the first one.
Everybody
talked, but the protagonist. Okay. So that's why I said Vice City, and then like I said, what's the one way you connected is what?
I wasn't a huge fan of Nico.
He was a fan of Nico. I fuck with Nico, man. I fuck with Nico.
But see the difference, like because Grand Theft Auto is such a vast game of,
I know how to connect that. I was gonna get into.
But I would say you wouldn't use it would have to be another main character who actually runs into everybody.
It won't be the same. It won't be the same main character in each one. How you connect it is how the game connected. Laz Alonso. I mean not Laz Alonso. What's his name?
Yeah, you said that strong.
But his name's Laszlo. The radio personality. He's been in every game from 3 to now. He always got a show, a radio show, a TV show, or something like that.
Remember, all their radio stations are basically because even in I think starting with Vice City, they started talking about the other cities in like the radio station.
Yeah, they started talking about the radio station, stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying, where you have this story, you know what I'm saying, you get introduced to all the main protagonists and everything like that, but within the show, you get introduced to Laszlo. And when everything goes down, you know what I'm saying, you have Laszlo like, well, shit, all right, I'm moving to fucking San Andreas. This shit's crazy.
Because like you said, he's just a connection character. But I thought it was gonna take us a lot longer to.
I mean, that was a very easy one though. That's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like that was really, really easy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like. I guess it was like, and that's what I said. I guess it's really how you, because if you were just like how you said Vice City,
since we all did Grand Theft Auto, then I'll throw another one just in there. I would say, man, it's still Grand Theft Auto-ish, but Watch Dogs would be a dope ass story.
That would be,
because that was more so.
I mean, Watch Dogs that'd be like, that'd be
like
more.
That'd be more of
that'd be more like some Catch Me If You Can type whatever.
I ain't gonna lie. Do you remember the game Prototype?
Prototype was dope.
With Dude, I forgot about that.
I would like them to do that.
That would be a lot though. He was all over the place.
He was.
Like that's heavy CGI budget. You know what I'm saying?
Or even the Division. I think that's coming. So that's why I didn't say that.
Hey, I think the Amazon will be doing the Division. I think so.
Yeah.
Amazon, you know what I'm saying?
But like that, because Tom Clancy always getting shows for.
Tom Clancy got so much. I didn't realize how much Tom Clancy got adapted. There's so many movies and shows.
You could easily do like a Rainbow Six game.
That's Destiny. Rainbow Six, I feel like they've done or it's been a show that's like
that's similar.
The name, but I'm like Destiny would be a great. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that's coming.
Really?
I could have sworn. That's why I wanted to just like start just talking games in general about it, because it's like we're getting so many that are supposedly coming.
Well, I mean, we talked about it, I think, on the podcast, but like,
I mean, I would want something
like the creators of God of War is already like, yo, we got the pressure's on.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, The Last of Us, what they did was...
so they said it seems like Destiny is going to.
Because what The Last of Us did was, like I said...
I need something more classic. Y'all keep talking.
Yeah, what The Last of Us did was they really, you know what I'm saying, they for the zombie lovers, they gave you, you know what I'm saying, they gave you bits of it. For the video game lovers, you know what I'm saying, you like, yo, this adaptation is crazy. For people who just love cinema, you know what I'm saying, the cinematography was crazy. For people who love story, they gave you they was hitting on all fronts in so many ways. So it was like, the pressure is on for video game adaptations.
And they made it so for someone who has played the game, it still felt new.
Yeah.
And for someone who didn't, obviously it's all brand new. But like, if you've played the game, you didn't feel like, okay, I'm just rehashing this exact same storyline. There was stuff sprinkled in that is like, oh, I like this addition, I like this expansion.
Yeah. This question now, I'm really interested in being that you hated Joel this episode. Who won this episode for you, bro?
I mean,
Joe. Called Blitz the League.
Huh?
Blitz the League.
It was Blitz the League one?
Yeah.
Who's the face?
Lawrence Taylor.
It was Lawrence, okay.
You remember this?
Bro, you don't remember that? You need to find somewhere to
watch some of the
at least watch the video. Dog, that was my favorite football game for a minute, bro.
You would get hit, get hurt, and then, like you said, they have a pop up. You want to take a shot,
like dog.
Yeah, who won that?
I mean, Joe won it. He still won it from me, but I don't like him.
Okay,
like he won it. I told you this nigga, like we said, he John Q with an AK, bro.
To be fair, he killed all his competition. So.
Like ain't nobody.
He had to win that episode.
Like I'm scared to say he didn't. Nigga, I might be on the list, nigga. Shit.
Hey, what was so funny?
Joe definitely won the episode.
No, for sure. What was so funny is they was at the Oscars last night. And they was talking about Pedro Pascal was there, and he doing one of these. And somebody posted after the episode. That was like, "This is what Joe was doing."
Well, that's because he was saying, he was like, if you gonna do some Will Smith shit, you got to go through my friends. And he was like, you got to go through the Mandalorian, and they showed him and everything like that. But it was like, bro, also, Joe. He's probably top of the list of if you got a kid and you need somebody to protect her, Joe. Because as Mandalorian, he's saving the child.
Pedro Pascal
is the guy you want.
Disney need to get on board and make him do a Babysitter 3. Like, him and Raymond Close, we need to be a babysitter. Like
what other property is there that's out there? Cartoon, video game where you got to save a kid because
he gonna take over Taken.
He gonna take over. He gonna be the new Terminator. They gonna when they reboot Terminator.
Pedro Pascal got to say John Connor, dog.
Look at that.
Hilarious.
And I can see him doing that.
Yeah.
Because he can be he literally can be rugged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But no, you can't say anybody else won this episode because nobody else did anything, and the other people who tried to, Joe killed them.
I mean, everybody died in the episode. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only person you would give it to would be to Ellie mom. You know what I'm saying?
Right, maybe give it to her.
But she died. You know what I'm saying? But literally everybody in this episode died but Joe. Yeah. And Ellie.
Yeah.
Like everybody that you saw.
And the two nurses.
The two nurses, they survived.
3 nurses. It was 3, yeah.
Yeah, it was 3. It was one.
Because I definitely said, bro, when he turned him around, I said, boy, you better not. I said, boy, you fucking. Like, if he would have killed him, I probably would have been done. I can
tell you when to turn him, because at first, Bacardi was, oh, Joe, a monster. He was kind of geek. Then when he shot fam and then pulled out the knife, Bacardi was like, no.
Bacardi said, Joe, no.
Right, I'm like, you ain't done.
Remember, you ain't done. I guess he ran out of bullets.
Is that the game? Like, you gotta we gotta get this knife. No more gun left. Like, I'm like,
when Phil was turning around and running, he was like, hey, you better not shoot Phil.
Yeah,
and he did shoot him.
Did he?
He definitely shot him. I don't think they showed it. I don't think they showed it, but like when it was on him, you heard another shot.
Oh no, he shot him. Yeah,
the one that run down the hall.
Yep, you shot him.
Y'all like, boy, shot the nigga that put the gun down. Like, boy, he give it up. Boy, no, you out here.
Because he know that they gonna come back for him, bro.
But like before that, like when it was on his face, you don't see his hand or anything, but you hear another shot.
You gotta leave a message, man.
It was.
You gotta leave a message.
Fam.
They gonna come back for you.
I'm like, bro, Joe's like that was outrageous, bro. Like that was outrageous.
So instead of doing how many equals you give the episode, let's go the whole series. Where
I mean, it's 5, bro.
5. It's easily 5.
Yeah, it's an easy 5.
It's an easy 5.
I'm excited to play the game.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I can't wait till you start playing the game, bro.
I want to see how you take that, not obviously knowing how the ending is. I want to see how it feels for you playing it.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you said like you can't move, because I mean they've had to. Because I remember Call of Duty had a controversial moment where you had to be
the airport
scene, and you had to control that. Yeah, you had to control that. Yeah, like I remember, like so. I mean, like I've played those. Yeah. I played the games. I mean, I have a really good way of like disassociating myself from that.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like I said, playing it. Like Deuces said, we was in there, no holds barred.
Like, and that's what, but I also it was only the doctor part. I'm like, bro, why? Like, because I legit was like, let me see what else. Like, is there a way around this? I was like, he's not attacking me right now. I was like, I don't feel like I want to kill him.
That's why it was so funny because I'm like, if that happens in the game, because I have like in the game logic. If he did grab the scalpel, I'm still gonna kill you there. Not really kill it because you're gonna try to kill me. Yeah. So that's why I said. So that's why I said if the game he's really like this and I'm popping him, you OC.
Shoot first, ask questions.
But like I said in the show, when the fact that he's like, how you get in here? He like untie her. You know what I'm saying? He like unhook her. He like, how you get here? I'm not letting you take her alive. I'm not letting you take her alive. And he was like, this nigga grabbed that little scalp. The scalp was so little, you didn't know he had it in his hand. Like, you didn't even know he had it in his hand.
I feel like we didn't notice it until the second time we watched it.
And he shot so fast, dog.
Like this, and I'm mad because y'all should have heard this nigga going crazy in the building. Like,
maybe they thought they people had it. That was a lot of people to run through.
Right.
That's a lot of people to run through.
They did announce shots fired.
Yeah, so they probably was like, look, y'all keep on doing this.
And you thought you was gonna be the last defense with a scalpel? Like, that's really why I was like,
as a doctor,
it was such a. Because he grabbed the scalpel, I wasn't as mad that Joe shot. That's why I said I would have been thrown if he got the nurses.
As a surgeon, like, would you have? What would it?
Yeah, what would
you have that baby? You can have her. Have that baby.
As soon as he walked in,
I heard the gunshot. Boy,
I already had it in my hand. Here you go, bro.
Yeah. You want me to help you walk her down? Nigga, like,
you need help. Let's go.
As soon as I said, oh shit, you coming to get her?
Oh, let me help you out here,
bro. She'd already been unhooked.
Because clothes on folded with her. Here you go, bro. I was actually waiting for you. You need some rations? I got some food, man.
I killed this nigga so fast. Because he's like, boy, you not hear what I've been doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why Joe just killed dude. Like, you got the audacity, bro. Like, I just said on Hooker, man. You know what I've been just. You heard me.
Yeah.
You heard me. You heard me.
So you know, like I said, I told you I said I got one
you
gripe.
You had a couple gripes.
Was
it one or a couple?
A couple of gripes. The one gripe is, though I understand why they didn't do it, I definitely would have wanted to see more clickers and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
In this episode?
In general, in the whole series.
No,
now evaluating the whole series. As I look back on it and everything like that, I'm like, you know, one of the things that makes Joel's decision more so much more weight on it is because you deal with so many clickers throughout your journey there. So it's like, bro, this world is overran and Ellie can save the whole world. So like when you make that decision, it's like, bro, after everything that we just went through and you decided to say fuck that and lie, like, bro, that was a big decision.
And I mean,
and this show didn't really show that because it's like throughout their journey, it seems like, yo, the world got this on.
They tied it down. They tied it.
I told you that. That's why I said that they had to convince me, because I was like, fam, from what we seen in the series, it seemed like the world adapted pretty okay. I was like, look, Kathleen, her community would have been good if she wasn't so tied up on revenge. David, for all their faults, he had a community that was doing okay.
All they faults.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that was my one of my big gripes around it in regards to it and everything like that. And then I just feel like this last episode, though the pacing made sense, there was just a lot more. Like I felt like they could.
I felt like this episode was short. For what y'all saying, like that is like, you know, even for how the episode started in this lush area, I would, even if you was showing me like a beat, like some B-roll, like just show me y'all were still fighting and getting out of some shit.
It could have been an hour episode.
Yeah, because like I said, that moment even at the beginning, 45 minutes.
Was it?
Yeah. So even at the beginning, that was like before they saw the giraffe. Like I get it. Like this episode, they should have had some moments where they had to deal with some more clickers again. Yeah. Because then it reminds you what you know Ellie got to do. So then when he has that moment, you're like, hey man, look, y'all literally just went through some clickers again and a bloater again or whatever.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I think,
and that's what I said. I understand why the show did it, but it was like as a fan of zombies and shit like that, and with the game, I would have wanted it.
If they would have did it that way, I think they're thinking that it may have swayed people a little too much to the other side. There's already a lot of people who are like,
the way they did this, and I think, and that's really the difference too, because you control everything in the game. The way they did this one in this story so far, you know, from how I see it, is the actual like the moral split or whatever really was on Ellie. That's why the episode where she was really, because she like, I mean, and she was saying like all this would be for nothing. Yeah. So, but that's what for her, it was her word about like Tess died and all these people that had died for me. So it's like we seeing if you playing the game, like nigga, I done went through hours of shit with y'all, like going through all these, but and you want it now, you know what I'm saying? But it was like it was more personal. And from an Ellie standpoint, where it's like, that's why I said it's really hard, because it was really fucked up for me with Joe, because he really just snatched that from her. Because you don't know if she actually told them, like they told her what we gonna be doing, and she's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like she.
No, because I think Marlene would have said something.
I think she wouldn't. I think she knew he wouldn't have cared.
But you still. I think that's why she did say like. I think she would at least try.
I think that's why she was. But I think that's why she gave him that moment where she was like, "You don't think she don't want this?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't think he knows that she probably would have made the decision to say yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I said like
especially with that conversation that they had beforehand when he was like, "We don't got to do this," and she was like, "No, we got to." Like that's the thing. Joel knew. That's why he had to lie to her. Because he knew.
But I mean, the nigga was crazy, bro. What I say? When the nigga told her he almost killed himself, Ellie should have been like, "This motherfucker crazy." You know what I'm saying?
But she connects to it because now she's in that moment of trying to decide what I need to do here. And so she has that moment. She probably had a couple of those thoughts. I mean, she had to kill her best friend, literally. Like she probably had those thoughts, you know what I'm saying?
So I mean, and that's what I said. That's what I said. Like I know. That's what I said. This one is the much powerful one. Yeah. And like I said, if you're watching it from any kind of TV show, that was a great ending for anything. You know you get another season from that TV. You know what I'm saying? And you know, even if you never played a game, you know like, oh, that's gonna come bite you in the ass. You know all that. You know, like that's great.
And that's why I cannot wait until.
Are you gonna wait till play the second game?
Or are you gonna play
No, I'll probably play the second game.
Okay.
Because
I mean that's gonna be 2, 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because there's gonna be there's a couple of reveals that I cannot wait till you get to.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hilarious when you get to it. I already know. But yeah, man. So I want to know from y'all. You know, in the comments. How did y'all feel about the whole series? How did you like it? And then also let us know about this specific episode. You know,
who do you think won?
Who do you think won the episode?
Nah.
But I want to know again. This is going to start the discourse again, same way as the game. Would you do what Joe did, or would you give Ellie to the doctors? I want to know how y'all feel in the comments. But again, yeah, we are blurs on Sway's. How about to say Watch Mojo?
Yeah,
we are blurs. So, again, we are blurs on Sway's universe. You see it, man. We holding it down.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah. But you know, hey, this is not the end of our journey. If you haven't already checked it out, we started The Mandalorian, so make sure you go check that out on Sway's universe as well. You know, we did the first and second episode already, and we're going to continue that journey. And yeah, we're going to.
That's a lot. That's an exciting.
Yeah.
Also, what other series would you want us to talk about?
Yeah. If there's any series, again, in any of nerd culture, whether it's anime, whether it's a show, whether it's a movie, yeah, just let us know if there's anything that you would like us to recap and review. But as always, this is the only podcast that blends hip hop culture and geek culture together, that's doing exclusive content for Sway's universe, and we are out.
Peace.